I will not throw another random combat at you at this time. Ooh. No, unless you guys want to fight something. I'm going to clean up the map.
I'm always down to fight.
Yeah, like, you guys always talk to the things I expect you to fight and fight the things I expect you to talk to. It's, I mean, you're full of surprises. Don't get
Look, we tried to talk to the druid, and the druid said she served the Lord of the Land. She had to be put down.
We even tried to talk to that golem the one time. Just ended up in a crotch grabbing contest, which he lost. Yeah.
I'm so glad I did not give him a voice, because it would have hurt my throat. It would have gone for an hour. Okay. So, assuming no pit stops, and I'm not going to throw anything else at you, I'm going to put you back in that same random map while we talk about what's next. So you guys left pretty early in the morning, if I remember correctly.
My memory is that we were going to go and try and see the Wizard of Wines to find out why it's 5 o'clock.
Yes. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Wines. So, with that distance, let's say you make it to Wizard of Wines like early afternoon. So, as you approach, have some stuff to read for you. The road branches off towards the vineyards, and as you follow that path, after a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley. The other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads, Vineyard. Which, if I'm not mistaken, that's where you're headed. So, I can't even remember what happens if you guys go south from there.
That would be towards the druids and stuff, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. That would be off towards Yester Hill, which I think is a problem for later. A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
We have to go.
Yeah. The mysterious stranger beckons you over. You always get to the man.
Okay. Now I have to read what happens in the grove. Okay, perfect. There's so many of these people. Sorry, I have to scroll for forever and a day to get to the named characters. Oh, well, I'll be damned. These guys aren't even... Okay, we're gonna just do some commoners then. We'll give them names later. That's bothersome.
Oh, wow. That is not one man in a cloak. That's a lot of people under a cloak.
They he tricked you. It was actually 9 toddlers in a cloak.
It's a lot of
I
toddlers.
think how tall that cloak would have to be to fit 9 fully sized people sitting on top of each other's shoulders.
Okay, sorry. So yes, as you approach the cloaked figure, several others appear from the trees behind. So the one who beckoned you, I'm going to give these guys names that you can read and see, introduces himself as Davian Mardukov.
What was the name?
What'd you say?
What was the name of the woman who sent us here? Sorry.
I believe she was a Mardukov. Let me find my Valaki chapter notes. Town of Valaki. I mean, Water Inn. Valaki was a big ass chapter. And you guys didn't even do half of it. Okay.
My note was cut off.
I believe you would have spoken to Danica.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, apparently her last name wasn't Mardukov, even though she was married to a Mardukov. That was Danica Dorakova.
Pardon?
Yeah, what? You're a Mardukov.
Yep.
Just take his name. It's 16 whatever. Barovia's a modern place. Come on. Alright, so yes, he's gonna have a very insufferable voice, so talk to him all you want. So, what brings you to this place?
Hello. We were sent by Danica to assist the wine delivery process. Sorry, it's been a while. I assume you are in charge, or at least know what's going on here?
The owner of the Wizard of Wine's winery.
Oh, excellent. Yes, she was looking for her wine, or Danica was looking for her wine delivery.
Well, this is going to be somewhat problematic. You see, we have some problems. We have been attacked.
Well, I am sorry to hear, but we did come expecting problems. How can we help?
Is it possible you might be what we used to call a troubleshooter? That is to say, when there's trouble, you shoot it?
Well, I was never any good with crossbows, but I can hit them pretty hard with this. She'll hold up her toy sword.
Hollow's gonna be like, yes.
Oh, right. He is very good at shooting things.
I'm deeply inspired by your confidence. Perhaps you would be able to assist us by clearing out the winery. And, well, some of the druids may have stolen some seeds that are very useful. So, that would be a nice, I think you might call it, a secondary objective to retrieve our seeds.
Did you say druids
druids.
That is a whole ass other campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to cross over so bad now. These aren't the druids you're looking for.
Okay. So they're just in. Is there like a building to go through, or are we just looking through fields?
I assume you're saying that in character?
Yes.
If
don't
you
know.
proceed further down the path, you will come across the main building. You will need to ensure that the druids have been cleared out of the ground floor, the upper floor, and the basement. When this is done, we can safely return. Capiche?
How many are there? Do you know?
Enough to chase us out. So plenty.
Are you adept at combat? Like,
We were
are you
prepared
good
to
at
fight
defending
you
yourself?
should the need arise.
Okay.
So, all you need, we just fight the things in the building. And I suppose recover some seeds that they may have taken. Is that really it? Not to complain, I'm glad to have a straightforward mission for once, but well, if it is just as you said, this might be the most straightforward thing we've done. Not knowing how strong they are, of course.
Obviously, you'll need to take care not to do too much damage to the property. So, for example, it looks like the fellow in the back there might be the type to cast spells. This would be a bad mission for you to cast Fireball.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
So, yeah,
The solution to all problems.
Is there a secret pyromania?
Oh, personally.
Get enough wine in her, we'll see what happens.
Just for any more reference, did you have any idea what sort of spells they're casting? I'm not magically inclined, but why do I keep forgetting his name?
Casimir?
Casimir, thank you. But Casimir here knows plenty of spells. He may be able to identify them.
well, for the most part, the spells that we saw were plant-based in nature. Suddenly flinging dozens of sharp, pointy little sticks like needles, roots growing up from the ground, and trapping your ankles, that sort of thing.
Can we get a power read from Casimir? Like, does he know what level spells those are?
Casimir will kind of shrug and mutter, oh god, what was his voice again? There are several nature domain spells that could be described here. It is helpful to know that we may face nature domain specifically, but this is not as helpful as it could be.
Well, it's still slightly more than we normally know going into a fight.
Got anything that we should know otherwise? Before we begin, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Did a whole other voice there.
Yes, I do. You should know. We know exactly what was in the building when we left. We would expect those would be the things that would still be in the building when we return. Capiche?
Oh, I have no intent of taking anything in there, but I also don't know how much the druids have ransacked your base of operation.
I believe that you don't go and plan at the ransack, but maybe then you see Grandma's necklace and you have some thoughts.
This man knows what this man knows what adventurers are like.
This ain't his first rodeo.
So, you go on down the road, continue to the winery. We will be here. You can report your progress to us later, yes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so they're going to go away because I want to use the same map until we actually get you to the winery. Let me give you a description as you walk towards the winery. Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old two-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall, and iron fencing along its roofline. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. So, you're close enough to see it. Now what?
Can I see any movement?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Can I go look into the well?
This is a multi-story building, right?
Yes, two-story brick building.
Can I ask Quasit to take a quick look through the corner of an upper story window? Just see what's up there. Try not to be spotted.
Okay. So give me just a moment. Right, so, Corfel, you could swear you see some movement out in the vines, but this is, I apologize, this is very much a horror movie set in Nebraska. Like,
I was gonna say, Children of the Corn shit.
yeah, you look out, like, you kind of see scarecrows here and there, and the movement seems to have happened near them, but, like, your eyes are just naturally drawn to the scarecrows, and, like, you miss whatever it was that moved nearby. There's something, but you can't quite fix your eyes on it.
Okay.
Alright, and Callow, I'm gonna assume that Quasit goes in ahead of you.
That's fine. Should I roll a perception for the well or anything? Or just... No.
Okay. As you guys approach, I'm going to read this description for you as well. Actually, before I read the description, let me double check. Okay. sorry, just needed to look at one more thing. So, you hear the rustle of dead bodies all around you. Inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. So, like on all sides of you and behind you, what you recognize as larger versions of the twig blights you have fought before are coming into view. Say from the sides, from behind you. Your estimate is that there are about 30 of them.
Oh.
They are all a good distance away right now. They're all about 120 feet away. They're all coming towards you. It is, I specify that they are in sort of a half moon crescent shape. None of them are approaching from the brick building itself. So you can try to stand and fight, and in a couple of rounds, it's going to be a fucking melee. Or you can try to withdraw, like, into the building, or even go to the building and use it, like, as a, at least they can't get behind us sort of thing.
How many did you say there were? About 30?
About 30. You don't know exactly what they are, except that they are a little bit bigger than the twig blights you fought before.
And we were told not to use fire.
Not inside the building.
Yeah, we're outside, right?
It was just inside the building?
Well,
So you were cautioned
just
against
don't
fire.
burn it down.
Yeah, they said don't damage the property inside of the building.
Okay.
Like, he was specifically said, like, starting a fire is a bad idea, but whatever.
How fast are they moving?
They have a pretty normal movement speed.
Would we be able to take a shot at them and still retreat, or
They move approximately as fast as you do.
How
I'll go ahead and tell you their movement speed is 30 feet.
How clustered are they?
There are 6 groups of 5. So I can't remember what direction we had you guys heading at this point. Let's say you're heading north. That'll be easiest for me to deal with right now. So you've got like groups. Yeah, 6 groups of 5. So you've got them coming in from like south, southwest, southeast, east-west, south-southwest, south-southeast, however the fuck that works out.
There's 30 of them?
Yep. Fine. I'll put them out to give you a better view. I just have to find them because they're. So,
Should I take care of them now, or wait and hope that wait and have to deal with them once we've dealt with whatever is inside?
They would probably follow us inside, I think, and cause us problems, like backtracking or retreating if we needed to.
Oh, is that them? Cool.
So this is to give you an idea of the directions that they're currently coming at you from. Like, and then you've got the Wizard of Wines to the north.
So, would we have 2 groups close enough to each other to fireball them both?
I've got a different plan.
Okay.
That's why I need to know how clustered they are.
So the groups are clustered pretty tightly together. Like I said, these tokens each represent a group of 5 of these things.
Okay.
And like I said, let's say they're all within about a 10 or 15 foot circle moving together, but they are pretty far, the groups are pretty far apart from one another. Like I said, this location on the map, like, They're still about 120 feet from you at this point.
But these are the actual groups we're seeing. Each token indicates a group of 5, you said, right?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, I can at least get 2 groups. So the ones here... Where can I... It won't ping. So these 2
Gotcha.
groups... I'm going to cast Ice Storm in the center of them, so it should hit both. And Ice Storm is Casimir's, by the way.
What's the size of the area effect?
So it's a 20-foot cube.
Okay. I need to clarify. Like, this is a rough representation of the directions they're coming from, not their actual distance from one another. So,
Okay.
like, one spell like that, you could, yes, hit one entire group of them, but, like, these things are still over 100 feet away from you.
Yeah, this is a 300-foot range spell. I'm not fussed about the distance.
Oh, right, but I'm like,
But
their
the
direction,
space
like,
between them also means it's greater than what we're seeing on the map. Cool. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't have a big enough map, and yeah.
No, that's fine.
So yeah. Just wanted to clarify that was a failure on my part for the description.
Okay, so is there a group that's closer?
Currently, they are all equidistant. So you guys could keep them all equidistant by heading north, where they would kind of close in together as they come at you, or you could like charge a group, which would put you closer to one faster.
Alright, Casimir's just gonna pick this group and cast Ice Storm at them. So I need deck saves from all of them, please.
Okay. Yeah, I will roll that real quick. Okay. So. I believe they all fail.
They all fail. Oh,
Okay.
shit. Alright, so this is going to be... Alright, so 2d8 bludgeoning damage. And then 4d6 cold damage because they failed their save.
I'm sorry, I was talking to my dad. He had walked in. What did I miss? What are you doing here?
Casimir's gonna try and pummel some of these things into the ground with hail. There's some shitty fucking dice rolls, though.
Is that the same thing you used on the giant bird?
Yes.
Alright, well, the good news is, with 19 damage, that is enough to take them out. Alright, so that targeted this group that I'm scooting right now. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so they are done. They're not as... You will notice, you can tell even from a distance, they are bigger than the twig blights you fought before, and they do take more of a punch before they go down, but Ice Storm was, in fact, enough to take them out. So let's assume we're acting in a single round of combat. They're all still 120 feet away. Does anyone else want to do something in this round?
I could fire a hail of thorns, I believe.
Is the range on that 120 feet?
Right, I have to double check the ability. Spellbook. Oh god. It's a very bad idea to hold Alt while scrolling. Oh, it's a self action, but it affects my next attack.
Yeah. And I think at 120 feet you'd have disadvantage on the... Oh, wait, no, you're using a longbow?
I do have a longbow, yes.
Then you should be okay.
Let's say at their current speed, you've got a couple of rounds before they reach you.
Get him.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm basically casting it because I've literally never cast this before, so it'll be fun. This is a decent use, I think, of it, or potential use of it. They're clustered, right? They're groups of 5. So, Hail of Thorns.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and is this at the westernmost group?
Yeah, you know what?
These
I
guys?
like the idea. Yeah.
Okay, so I will make them all save again.
Isn't that part of an attack
It's a
also?
1d10? Come on.
Yeah, we're suffering the curse again, clearly.
Well, it's still part of a weapon
Well,
attack.
I have
so-
to, yeah. There.
Oh.
Does he hit one?
Yeah, do I even hit?
So assuming you targeted one in the middle, let's see.
Hello?
Yeah, what?
Just barely. Just barely.
We have, yes.
And they all
I will
take
pick
2
some up
damage
tonight.
except for the one in the middle who takes 14. Wow.
Okay, so for this group,
Assuming he he fails to save.
Well, there's only one of them that didn't.
all right. So the one that succeeded the save, do they just not take any damage? Oh no, they take
It's
half
half.
damage, so they take 1.
Breath. I guess this is why I've never cast it before. That was very underwhelming.
Okay, so that group I've got exploded out right now, just because we need to keep track that you killed somebody in their group.
Well, I got one guy.
Yeah, the guy who took the first hit, he exploded.
You have a second attack, don't you?
I do have a second attack. I mean, oh, that one definitely hit.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
get him.
take another one of these guys away. All right. Did anybody else have anything else to do on this turn?
I guess the question now becomes, like, are we fighting or retreating?
You're going down pretty easy.
Yeah.
So if we can survive, or if we can knock out 3 of these packs before they reach us, we can probably take them even if they're surrounding us.
I bet Kalika can just run into the middle of a group of them and like get angry and just blow them up just from getting angry.
If they're chasing us, we can still just keep retreating to the building and give us more time to shoot at them. Casimir's going to be effective. Callow's effective.
What kind of terrain are we dealing with at the moment, by the way? Other than, like,
You
are we...
are on a road in the middle of the vineyard fields, so it's flat terrain.
But are the vineyards to either side of the road, like...
Yeah, the vineyards stretch out in all directions from where you are. The winery is sort of dead center in all the vineyards.
Okay.
Oh, Corfell also has that AoE thing, doesn't he?
I do, but they're not close enough.
Well, just your Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, I can Eldritch Blast somebody for sure.
is the worry that there may be more of these if we keep running. Like, are we just going to attract a whole pack of them? And if so, like
not
this,
not
like,
necessarily.
okay.
Can't be that much more, right? Also, hey, where are the masked boys in relation to where we are right now?
Sorry, the masked boys?
Yeah, the people we were just talking to.
Oh, mile or so away. Like they're outside of the fields. They got chased out by all this shit.
Okay, so we've walked for a bit then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The building is in sight, though, right? So that would put it less than a mile away?
Yeah.
Would you say, like, 1,000 feet, 2,000?
Let's put it at 1,000 feet, a little less than
Okay.
a quarter mile. And again, these things are moving quickly enough that if you decided to flee, like you would be able to, as long as you kept moving, they wouldn't be able to catch up.
Right.
I think we.
But you also wouldn't be able to escape them.
I'm pinging one. I'm gonna smack him with an Eldritch Blast.
Jesus, that's 120 feet?
Yep.
All right.
So a 9 and a 13.
The 13 will hit.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. And was it the one at the front? I didn't see the...
Yeah.
Okay. So he takes 5 damage. Alright. Did anybody else have a ranged attack or movement?
I have none, but I would suggest that we, move and shoot. Unless we want to charge at one pack and immediately take it out, like, we probably shouldn't stand here and wait for them to converge.
Alright, so... if you guys are going to move, cool. Is the group moving towards the building? Is what I need to know here.
I think so, yeah.
I'm for moving towards the building.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move towards the building.
So 30 feet, since we're using actions to attack.
And again, these guys are still pretty far off. Would you guys go ahead and give me initiative rolls? And Nick, I'll just have Casimir and Poncho on your turn.
Yep.
For Callow, Corfel, and Casimir, you each have a bless.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Oh shit.
How did I roll a 1? I have +2 on initiative. What the hell?
Wow!
It's actually trash.
If you have a +2 on initiative, you should at least have a 3. I will change it for you.
Yeah. So like mine still
Cool,
doesn't
though.
seem to be working properly because the roll there seems to indicate a natural 20, but I do have a 1 in dex, so it should be 21, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is correct. I do have a 1 in dex.
Yeah, mine is correct.
Like mine doesn't even look to be doing the same math as yours, Rocco.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it also keeps telling me there's no character found for my selected initiative
Oh,
roll.
your token may
You
not
have
represent
to-
a character.
Are you selecting the correct token?
Yeah.
Well, this is something D would have to set on your token, I think.
I'm gonna try Angel to delete you and bring you back in and see if that helps. I don't know.
No,
if
it's
it will.
okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna say the first round of combat has passed, and
You move 30 feet.
so I am gonna.
You ready for the trigonometry to figure out how close in they get if they're constantly chasing directly to us? How far, like...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going. Oh shit. Okay. So I'm gonna make some guesses, and if you think I'm way the hell off, tell me. But all right, so they all started off 120 feet from you.
I have a 21 also, by the way.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh. If they're 120 feet, these are 40 away. You could just... Well, that one's 30, but, like, you could just call the spaces smaller than what they are. So... This is 3 times the distance. So if they move 20 feet, they'd move 10.
Because they're all going to be moving differently. I'm going to say green and blue are going to stay at 120 feet. They're moving as much as you're moving. And for what? They're doing this full-on zombie movie thing where they're incapable of sprinting.
Ah, classic.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
So one group is dead. I'm gonna say that let's say purple gets closer to you by about 10 feet. So they're gonna be at 110. And then pink and red on the sides are gonna gain about 20 feet on you, so they're gonna be at 100 right now.
Okay. Sounds about right.
All right, so that concludes the first round. We are now on round 2. Sniverax gets to go first. If your action is just to keep moving, that's fine. You don't actually have to move.
I would want to assist, but I don't know how I can assist shooting a bow. It's an action I can just take. I think I would have to do this as like... Oh.
I'm picturing you guiding. Yeah, no.
Okay. That'll just be the flavor of it.
I'm just picturing you getting up close behind Kello, hands on his shoulders, and helping him fucking eyeline sight one of these creatures, going, "It's all in the hips," whispering in his ear as you do.
Oh god, that's even worse. The hips are about as high as she could probably reach.
Well, the other thing is for her to put her hands on Callow's shoulders.
Yeah. That's why hips. I forgot the size difference.
You have Sniverax's support. She's assisting Callow. And ready to move back with the group. I don't know if you want us to actually move our tokens, because this is interesting space.
Yeah, because this is representing your relationship to one another space-wise while you're on the run. Okay.
This has advantage on its next attack. That's all I can do.
Corfel.
Yep. So are they on the road now following us?
Green and blue, yes. Purple is kind of on the edge of the road, and then pink and red are still very much moving through the vines, but they're close to the road.
Okay, and how wide is the road?
Let's say 30 feet. Why not?
Okay. So Casimir is going to cast a fireball at the blue group.
Okay.
Dex saves, please.
Can we call it the Blue Man Group?
The blue man group? Yes, yes we can.
They have less than 18 health. It may not matter what they roll.
1 saves. So let's see what happens. What do we got? 8d6.
They're also weak to fire, aren't they?
Oh,
You
we
know,
don't
if-
know.
Well, the little ones were.
The little ones are true, I'm assuming.
What the fuck is this shit?
Left, nine,
Okay.
off. Wow.
All right. So the one that saved survives.
Corfield's just gonna look at it in disgust and throw a fucking Eldritch Blast at it.
Add your 1d. Well, I guess an extra.
Okay. The 7 won't help. The 24 will hit, and with 8 damage, it too goes. So blue group is gone altogether. Just like the real blue main group.
Oh shit. Pancho's just gonna stick close.
We need to upgrade Poncho with laser beams.
I'm on board. You know, you actually can. He can hold the spell in him.
Huh. Yeah, he can only hold one at a time, but like, yeah, he could hold a. Like, just give him a ranged attack cantrip at some point. Like, have somebody put a firebolt in him.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I have to read up to see if somebody else could even do that, but yeah.
Giving him eldritch lasers.
All right. So on their turn, they all just move
Can't
again.
you give him Eldritch Blast? That's a cantrip.
It's about finding somebody to instill that into his makeup.
Can't
do
you
that
do
once?
that?
No.
You can do that with the amulet.
Yeah, you did this already.
Oh, yeah, but it's a single use. Like, he doesn't continue to be able to keep
Right.
casting it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, actually, like... if
Like,
you-
basically, I'm casting the spell myself, and he's storing it for use, so it's a single cast.
I mean, true, but like, it just, it doesn't hurt outside of combat, and you can give him laser beams at least once.
So, on their turn, these oversized twig blights just have time to move. So the remains of the red group and the full-strength pink group are now about 80 feet from you. The purple group is now about 100 feet, and the green group in the back remains at a distance of about 120. So they're getting a little spread out now. Yes. I assume that's Raka. Thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
I was going to kill myself trying to keep that updated. I'm literally working on a notepad right now.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll make it Callow's turn.
You
At
have
what?
advantage.
God damn it.
No, you have advantage.
Oh, I do have advantage. Yeah, that was at red.
Okay, at red. Okay, so I'm going to move the red marker to another guy, because you definitely blowed that guy up.
That was at the new red.
Okay. Like, one of his arms flies off. Like, you hit him in the shoulder, and his shoulder is just gone, but he's still coming.
Okay, this is a somewhat related question. If I tell you, like, I'm shooting at... It's not applicable in this scenario right now, but, like, in a different scenario. If I'm, like, shooting at a meatbag's head, and if I land the headshot, like, does that insta-kill him even if it doesn't kill him? You know what I mean?
You can get shot in the head and not die.
With an arrow, though?
You can graze him.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, the other thing, even if you call that you are aiming at the head, like, a hit doesn't mean you hit his head.
True. Okay, but what if I get a critical hit?
Like, if it's something that was going to kill him or do a significant amount of damage, I'd be okay with having some fun story-wise and inflicting an effect on them. Like, if it's the big boss guy who's at full health and they have, like, 10 million HP and you crit on a called headshot, that doesn't mean he's going to die. But we can have something fun happen.
I don't mean that.
The description I read of how HP is intended to work in a fantasy setting like this, it's not so much that you've necessarily hit them and their health has been taken away in that amount. What it's supposed to be is that your HP represents your ability to continue to dodge hits that are coming your way.
And almost how much luck you have left, like, how many more close shaves can you get?
Gotcha.
So
But
do
I
that,
never
like,
thought of hit points in that way, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. The idea, like, you take a little bit of a scratch and it slows you down. But yeah, sometimes from a story perspective, like, I don't want to cut your arm off because you took a big hit.
it's that anime thing where that one big hit you just barely dodge and you get a slice across your cheek. That was your headshot.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I assume Jimmy's staying with you guys.
Yeah.
All right, Kalika, are you going to try to do anything interesting?
I don't know. I remember someone threw out the idea of me running in and then going Rager in the middle of one of the groups, but I don't know if we really want to do that.
I mean, if you want to break off from the party and, like, we split the group, we could try to do math for that, or, like, the whole party could commit to moving in a direction and trying to fight several small engagements back to back rather than drawing out one big engagement.
I think if we're going to do that, we should go for the two groups that are closest to us.
Nah, let's not split the party. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to, like, continue to move with the party and kind of shift positions to try and be closer to the ones that are still alive. So if they get close, I'm gonna try and ready action attack. So that way, if someone tries to come up, gets the chance to come up close, I'm gonna be able to smack them immediately.
I imagine Kalika and Snivrax having a conversation, weapons drawn, just walking.
Well, if it influences Kalika's decision, the right side of the group is at full strength. In terms of closeness, but, like, and that's not exactly correct there. Oh, I took away his marker like a dummy. So the guy marked as blue, he should be about 80 feet from you guys.
Yeah, but there's only two of that group left.
Yeah. Then on the other side, you've got the pink group is 80, the purple group is 100, and then green is down at 120.
It should be noted blue and red are actual individuals, whereas the stuff on the right are groups.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, blue. Sorry, blue and red are remains of one group. The original blue group is gone.
Mhm.
So, are you comfortable with the current position, Angel, or do you want to move over to where like Poncho is? Angel?
Did we lose an angel?
Okay. We can touch back with her on that in a minute, I guess, since that's just going to be a movement thing. So we've gone through 2 complete turns. So this is going to be the beginning of the 3rd round. Now, Sniverax, I know it is your turn, but before you take your turn,
Boy.
I am going to introduce some new problems for you. From the direction of the building you're headed towards, some figures appear coming towards you. God, there are so many things, right? So, a druid with... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, this is Angel.
Welcome back.
Angel, can you talk?
Okay, can you guys hear me now? I'm so sorry.
No,
It's alright.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, sorry, technical issues. Just say I moved to be in a better position, and then that's all I do. Move my.
Okay. Cluster everybody together there. All right, so up ahead of you now, there is a new group that has appeared coming towards you from the other direction. I'm going to say they're about 300 feet away by the time you notice them. And it is a single druid and 24 twig blades. So,
Sorry, I think I missed something. They are 30 feet. 300.
yes.
And was that a twig blight looking thing?
That twig blight looking thing, there are 24 of them.
Tightly
Yes.
packed?
Currently, yes.
So, Sniv will alert Casimir, hey, there's a lot of those little things up that way.
Oh shit.
Until they get close enough to combat, I don't want to try to keep track of that many fucking twig blights. But yeah.
That's fair.
Whoops. Somehow I'm painting everything. Go ahead and delete that. I will designate the Druid and Twig Blights group as yellow. So yeah, your turn is just to warn people that that's coming, Sniverax.
Yep.
Okay.
Specifically Casimir and, like, pointing the fire in that direction, hopefully.
No fire.
Angel, once you've got control, move yourself to wherever you feel it would have been appropriate to move. Corfel.
No fire, says Casimir, and casts Ice Storm again at the Druid and Twig Blights.
Ice Storm has a 300-foot range. My
Yep.
God. Okay.
Dex saves, please.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
You can just roll one deck save for them all if you want. For the Twig Blights, that is.
If they really are Twig Blights, they, I remember them having like 6 health.
Yeah. So it probably doesn't matter. But it might matter for the druid.
Unless he rolls all ones, in which case it will match their health.
So what have we got? 2d8.
So for the druid, and for the Twig Blights en masse, 16.
Oh, the Twig Blights technically save.
Okay. but you did
Good
8
luck
damage.
to them. And then
Okay.
4d6. Hang on. So 19 damage all up.
Okay. Yeah, even halved, all the Twig Blights are dead. 19 halved, 10 damage for the druid, and they have...
Well, the druid didn't make the save.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, yes, so, yeah, that whole group is fucked. Cool. We're just going to delete them from existence.
Casimir's the best. He's just carrying us now.
There's a reason the fortune teller sent us to him.
Get him, Corfell.
Did the druid die as well?
The druid did die. I need to double check something very quickly.
Oh shit, we're losing reputation with the Esther Hill druids, my dudes.
No, there's a note about... There's more than one druid that exists, but they're all coming from different places.
While you're looking at that, Corfell's going to
Yes.
cast Eldritch Blast at the two giant Twig Blights that are left there, the red and the blue.
Okay.
So one to the blue and one to the red. One misses, the other
1d4.
hits.
Add
Oh
1d4.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So the first one will be a 14, and the second one will be a 17.
Okay. Yeah, 14 and 17 will be enough
I'm
to
sorry.
hit, so that can
My
eliminate
watch has 0 battery,
them there.
but it's not charging because it's telling the devices, like the charge devices, that it has 100.
What?
I know.
Is that your whole turn?
That is my whole turn. Pancho again is just going to stick close.
You know, one of the oldest power leveling things when new expansions were around was just pulling a whole lot of little shit and then blizzarding them. Feels familiar.
Alright, so pink, their distance is going to be moved down to 60 feet. Purple's distance down to 90. And green we will maintain at 120.
Are they just doubling their movement? Is that why they're slowly gaining?
I decided to let the ones who were closest to the side gain faster compared to the others because they're coming at you laterally.
Yep.
Green is making no ground because they're moving as fast as you are.
Gotcha.
Purple has gained a little ground because they're slightly laterally, and then the ones more to the side, at least initially, were moving almost completely laterally, so they've plotted a course better than the others to intercept.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to do real trigonometry, so D&D bullshit. Just roll with it. Pink is finally in range to it is at advantage.
Uh-oh, now we're losing a D.
Giving me some.
You see the light group 5 attack. I'm gonna make say 2 of them are close. Okay.
Is it just me, or did everybody else not hear anything D said? You make words. The others, well, at least for myself, hear bits of words.
Nothing wrong with you. We also.
You are also cutting in and out, Rucker. Prateen, can you talk to me, please?
Hello? Am I also singing?
You are. Ah,
This is,
shit. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's me.
Lika, what you see is the side group, several of them quick blood. One of them is Ali. Just a random twig falling out of a tree as you walk underneath it. And with that, it is Callow's turn. Watch her rage out like, "Oh, you hit my shoulder with a twig, you son of a..."
I think I'm back. I can hear you all now.
Oh, yeah, here he is.
And
You motherfucker.
You asshole.
A for effort, but F for fuck you.
fair enough.
These are still groups, right? These 3?
Green, purple, and pink are, yes, still untouched groups of 5.
And how close are we to the building at this point?
Let's say 900 feet-ish.
Oh shit, we moved fast.
Those are 2
Like, it's...
attacks to people in the pink group.
Okay. Yeah, it's been like 3 rounds at 30 feet per round, and like I approximated 1,000 feet, so
fair enough.
Yeah. Like I'm spitballing. I don't want to do real math. I want to do gut math.
I appreciate that he made it divisible by 3.
Sounds good, Nick. All right,
Cool.
so the attack, unless you had advantage on that second attack, that is not going to be good enough to hit. The first one you said was aimed at the pink group. Prateen?
They're both aimed at the pink group, yes.
Okay. So there will be one of the guys taking 9 damage.
Prateen, you have a really good 2-hit, but you're damn it, the rolls.
Yeah, I know.
It's all of our rolls, dude.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Look at the dice that have been rolling for Casimir's fucking AoE shit. Ones
Right?
everywhere.
All right, was that your whole turn?
Yep. Because I don't want to split off from the group, so I'll stay.
All right, so that's Kalika.
Okay. Everyone is still very far away where I could not reach it even if I was sprinting. So, yeah, I'm just going to chill and stay ready to attack someone if they come within. If they come up, try to say hi.
Okay. So before we take Sniverax's turn, about 300 feet in front of you guys now.
Like coming from the direction of the building?
Yep. It is again a druid. This time, instead of being flanked by twig blights, he is flanked by these very things that are chasing you right now. So he's going to be trailing a group of 5 of them. I'm going to put up...
Can we just go ahead and call them stick blights? If they're like the level up.
They're called needle blights. They're in the monster manual. Like there's a progression of types of blights. It goes twig blight, needle blight, vine blight.
I kind of like stick blight though.
Okay, stick blight works then. Just if I screw up and call them the other thing, you know what we're doing. All right, so they are again yellow. The yellow group has historically done so well against y'all. Again, there are 5 of the stick blights. All right, so it is again Sniverax's turn.
She'll warn that another are ahead of us, but take up the position by Kalika and turtle up behind her shield, facing pink, trying to split their fire. She is taking the dodge action.
Okay.
Call it dodge, really, she's just blocking harder.
All right, so it's Corfel's turn. And man, I hope you've been tracking spell slots.
Yep, I have. No,
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to keep using Hail of Thorns. Like, you know what? If it's gonna do 2 damage and use a spell slot, I'd rather just not.
Same.
I was gonna start using cantrips, but then that other group showed up with a druid, and I didn't want to fuck with that. And now another group with a druid has showed up, but we got some time.
Druids.
Casimir though is just gonna fireball at purple.
Okay.
So deck saves, please.
I want to see your damage.
Oh, that's fucking better.
Yeah. Can they live through a 14?
Fuck, they all... Look, I roll damage, and this time they all fucking save.
Okay, but yeah, with 14 damage, that is enough to kill off everybody in the group. I just... Even though it didn't matter, my dice were still like, fuck you and your fireball.
Who's that? Was that the druid group or like?
No, that was the purple group.
The purple group. So they are erased.
Yellow is out of fireball range.
Yeah, and I didn't want to. I've only got one level 4 spell slot left, and I didn't want to use another Ice Storm just yet. Corfel's going to come around this other side, and he's just going to Eldritch Blast at The one that's labeled pink. Both bolts into the single one.
Okay.
Do I still have Bless?
You do. You got it for a minute.
So 28 and 14, and I think both hits, so 8 damage to, or 16 damage to the dude.
Yeah, he's gone. There is a new pink. Pink is dead. Long live the pink.
Phrasing.
Yeah. All right. Is that your whole turn, Corfell?
Yes, Pancho cannot yet do anything effective.
Sprint forward and meet those druids first.
Okay. So they get to do their movement. The pink group is now going to be 40 feet away. And say green will maintain at 120. The yellow group, since they've got 30 feet of movement speed, you've got 30 feet of movement speed, and you're all moving together. I'm just doing everybody's movement all at once on the Blight's turn. I'm going to say they are now 240 feet away.
Okay.
Right. The pink, this time, I'm going to go ahead and let all 4 of them attack. Let's see here. I'm going to do 2 for Sniv, 1 for Kalika, 1 for Corfell. And again, this is at 40 feet, we're still at disadvantage. All right, so this is the attack on... Well, the first attack on Sniv, no. Second attack on Sniv, no. Kalika, no. Corfell,
No.
So lots of little sharp twigs fly by, but don't really do anything to you. And it's Callow's turn.
Another 2 arrows into the group. Oh.
Wait, you do have a D4.
Yeah.
Bless.
That's an ability check, though, right?
No, it's attacks and ability checks.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That cost a spell slot.
So he can add a D4 to his 9.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So that will make it an 11, and their AC is higher than 11.
Could have worked.
It could have worked. All right, so I will say the one who is marked as pink is the one you have hit for 9 damage.
Okay.
That was a hefty poop, friend.
Kalika. Angel, you there?
I think she's been having issues.
Okay.
I think we've all been having issues.
It's been that kind of day. So when we hear from Angel again, we'll see what she wants to do.
I am.
Oh, there she be.
Again, I am still a little too far to attack. So I'm just going to be ready that once they move within range that I can walk up and slap them, I will do so. Except the slap will happen with a very big weapon.
Big ass.
As the best slaps are.
All right, and Sniverax, before we start your turn.
Ah, another druid.
Mm-hmm. So you see another group on the far side of the group that's already charging you. You're pretty sure it's a druid, but you can't really see through the group that's in front of you all that well.
It's been that kind of morning. It's probably a druid.
We're gonna...
I'm going...
Yep.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I'm going to put another group on the map here. I'll put them a little further back.
There's the vine.
Oh, hello, friends.
And I need a color that's not in play. They're the new red. Yeah, there's more in that group than just those two, but your vision of them is obscured by yellow group. They're technically directly behind yellow group.
Okay, so their numbers will scale at 60 around.
Yes, that is the plan anyway. And again, the movement's going to be on their turn. Right. So Sniverax, what you want to do?
Still just turtling up by Kalika, still dodging.
Okay. Corfell.
Okay, so I'm going to... So Corfu will turn to Pancho. He's just growling and swearing under his breath, and he's going to touch Pancho and cast Arms of Hadar into him.
Okay.
Let me just check something. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, casting Arms of Hadar, and he tells Pancho, run at that first group, and as soon as you get there, you unleash that spell. And Pancho starts to use full movement to get to the yellow group.
All right, so his full movement is going to be 60 feet. Okay.
Yeah. So if he gets to them without using his action to double move, he'll just cast Arms of Hadar as soon as he gets there.
Okay, so I'm going to make a little note on the side about how close he is on a given turn to them.
Yep, and Casimir's just going to look at Pink Group, and he's going to target Pink, and he's just going to cast a Firebolt.
I'm moving Pancho just out of the group right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's pulled ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
So we said Casimir is at level 9 in terms of spellcasting, right?
Yes. Level 9 spellcaster. He's a copy paste of the stat block for mage that's available in Roll20.
That one I've still got up.
Okay.
So I'm just looking. So what is it? 5th level. So it's 2d10 fire damage on Pink. Oh, wait. Hang on. I need to roll to attack. Shit. Yeah, that'll hit. So 8 damage on Pink.
Oh. Okay. Yep. Pink is dead. And there's a new Pink.
And that's
your whole turn?
That's it.
Okay. So the group designated as yellow is now 180 feet away. The new red group is at 240. And the group of stick blights labeled pink is now 20 feet away. They are going to attack without disadvantage this time. One for Sniv, one for Khalifa, one for Corfell.
It's still disadvantage at Sniv. She's dodging.
Oh, good point. Thank you. So there's Sniv. Wow! That really... That ran the whole fucking gamut. Okay. One at Kalika. Oh.
Wow. Put those dice away.
I'm almost afraid to click the button to roll for Corfell.
Do it. Miss.
sure Corfell is a little disappointed.
Just a little bit. Those spines look sexy.
Alright, so Kalika, because it's a crit, this will be 4d6 plus 1 piercing damage on Kalika. It's 17 damage.
Fuck!
Basically, Kalika's right side kind of looks like she stumbled upon a porcupine.
Speaking of, since they actually came closer now, I can't remember, is that a 2 or a 1?
That's a 2.
Yeah, they're 20 feet away.
Since they're now within range, does that mean they're close enough for me to come up and say hello?
They are.
Kalika's gonna go ahead and use that delayed action to come up, and I'm just gonna assume that this one is the one that hit her just for purposes. And she's gonna smack it in the face.
Alright. Okay, so it takes 7 damage.
And does extra count on a delayed action?
Yeah, your
Yes.
attack action. You can use all your attacks.
Okay, then he's gonna do it again. It's a significantly worse effect.
Yeah, unfortunately, an 11 will not hit. Right. And the way I've handled that in the past is I reinsert you in the order wherever it is you jumped in. So now, basically, you've jumped ahead of Callow in the order is all.
Well,
Go ahead.
I think held actions are just used as reactions, so it's not actually taking a turn.
Oh, it's still from her previous turn?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let it happen. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that with movement speed added, but whatever. So yeah, I'll let you hit him again here in a sec. Callow.
Prateep was asking if we could take the break now.
Oh. Okay, yeah, let's take 5
This
and we'll pick up back here on Prateem's turn, I guess.
This combat seems to just be a gauntlet. Thanks to you. Alright, coffee time.
Where we farm XP.
Oh, Lily, you're not going outside. Alright, you can go outside.
I'm back whenever you guys are.
I am here, but I'm also doing a thing, so I'm ready whenever you guys are. But don't be surprised if there's a few seconds delay for me to clear my hands.
Gonna have questions about that later, but yeah, okay.
I'm literally baking cookies, dude. Chill.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I'm dyeing cloth in the background. I've never done that before. The
Oh, what kind of pop?
face masks. So Walmart has Hanes makes these face masks that I like to wear to work. They seem to have been discontinued. I usually get them in black. They had a sale on the white ones, but they look like you've got tidy whities on your face. Like, friggin' no. But I found some cheap, like dark gray dye, and now I'm learning that to dye clothing involves a lot of cooking. That you get the water heated up to almost a boil, you add dish soap for some reason, and then a little dye, and then you stir your cloth so it doesn't, I don't know, overcook. I thought about trying tie-dye, but that seemed a little ambitious for my 0 skill level.
Honestly, don't be surprised if you end up with a little bit of that, especially if with your first batch. It's hard to get a proper consistency, especially the first time.
Okay. Well, in this particular case, I'm not going to be too upset if they have a little bit of streaking. My goal was really twofold. It was to not have a pair of tidy whities on my face, and so that if it got dirty, like moving it around at work or whatever, you wouldn't be able to tell as easily. So just as long as it's darker than perfectly white, I should be okay.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine.
Uh, um, wow. So on my Twitter, I just came across a Kickstarter. It looks like it's for a comic book. It's called RACE, and it's an acronym, RACE, Racially Altered Criminal Entities. I'm uncomfortable.
I mean, it's not what I'd go with, but they do they.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna post it so y'all can see the picture I'm seeing. Like that's a video with some music in the background, but like I can't tell at a glance if that's like empowering or like some neo-Nazi shit.
I'm back.
Hello, friend.
Hi.
Right? I always make that noise whenever Rocker re-enters the chat, but
You do it with a different inflection. It's kind of weird.
no, the picture that I just put in Discord, like that came up on my Twitter feed, and I can't tell. Like I'm not sure if I should be like super uncomfortable or like really supportive. I'm leaning towards uncomfortable.
Are we talking about this image you just posted from Twitter?
Yes. Yes.
Does that say racially altered criminal entities?
Yes, it does. And it has what appears to be 2 black people in the foreground.
What the fuck?
Okay, so it's not just me.
No.
Okay.
No,
That's
it's not
somebody's
just
promoted
you.
tweet.
I. I got none. No words.
Like, it's one of those things, like, you want to retweet it with, like, a snarky comment, but, like...
That's just promoting, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm... that's a whole thing. I think the only person I haven't heard back from yet is Prateen, yes?
No, I said I was here.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I missed you. Yeah, I think it's your turn, dude.
Ah, right.
Sorry,
Okay.
I got distracted by whatever that was on Twitter.
I thought Angel needed to take her main turn.
Oh,
right.
No.
Angel is after Apollo.
So the first attack misses, the second attack hits.
You've still got Bless. Add your
Anything-
D4 to that first attack.
Wait, how long? I thought Bless was once.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh.
It is very strong.
Though I feel like we're coming towards the end of it shortly.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so that makes that first a 13.
Hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first attack first. Who are you hitting? Is it Pink, the guy behind him, or the guy off to the side?
Let's say the first attack was at Pink, and the second attack was at the one behind Pink.
Okay, so the first attack makes Pink go away. 6 damage is enough. And that next attack does 19 damage, so we're going to go ahead and make that guy go away too. Everybody gets a turn to be Pink today in the Pink group.
Not the guy that died before he could be Pink.
Right. Is Jimmy going to get in on this? Like, I'm assuming the whole group is stopping.
Yeah, you know what? Jimmy can get in on that if that's only 20 yards.
20 feet.
Sorry, yes, 20 feet.
Okay.
That
Jimmy
does not
misses.
hit.
Nope. He tried.
He tried.
Kalika, main turn time.
I'm going to go ahead and slap the one that is still alive, or move away, so I'm not having to fight through Jimmy, and then hitting the one that's still alive.
Okay. Right before you swing, he's singing a little song to himself during the battle. I like being alive. I like being alive. I like being alive. I like being alive. I like being alive.
Well, he's wrong.
And then he stops singing forever. Okay. So that'll make it Sniverax's turn. But before we do that...
More druids, huh?
Actually, I'm not adding any more druids this time. I am stopping, but I just want to clarify, did the group stop when Kalika and Jimmy stopped?
I'm assuming they're still moving forward. They're just angling forward, like what that group has been doing to get to us.
Yeah, so they're distant, but they could catch up to us quite readily, I think.
So if they're 20 feet away, would have been the equivalent of doing that. Well, actually,
Okay.
that.
So within a couple of turns, they could catch up to you.
Yeah.
Well, within one turn, they can undo that. So it was done in one turn.
Okay.
I think.
That sounds right. All right. So this is going to mean that the... Oh, you know what? No, I've been doing everybody's weird movement on the Needle Blight's turn. So this is fine. Sniverax, what are we doing?
Let's see, we're closing in on the next group at and 60. Poncho is ahead.
Yep. At last count, like in a couple of turns, this is going to change. The Poncho's still only about 30 feet out ahead of you. I'm doing his movement now on the Needleblight turn for my own sanity. So the yellow group is 180 feet from you, 150 feet from Poncho.
I think she's just going to keep going at pace. Actually, let's try to keep up with Poncho. So
Poncho's already a good 30 feet ahead of you.
Right, but he's sprinting, so now she's just going to start moving with Poncho, because we got to get to that next group eventually.
Okay.
And she's got nothing else to do. Quasit will come along for the ride. No. She would be at 30. When Poncho comes up, he'll be at 60. I'm counting 0 as the center of the group, unless everybody else moves up at sprint speed, then she's back at 0.
I'm following you so far. All right, so that'll put us on Corfel's turn.
So Poncho's just going to keep barreling towards the yellow group.
Okay.
The green group now is what? Still 120 feet behind us?
Yes. Yeah, the green group is the only group that survived out of that initial ambush.
Not for long.
Stay back and kill it.
Hang on. I don't have to stay back, is the thing. Yeah, so Casimir's just going to cast another fireball at green group. So deck saves for everybody, please.
Alrighty.
And this will be the last third spell slot, level 3 spell slot. I think they're all dead.
Yeah, even with that halved, that's just bloop. Okay, yeah. That is the death of green.
So yeah, I personally will, rather than doing anything, I'm going to double my movement and try and play catch up with Poncho.
So
he is also at 30.
Yeah, so I'm just running ahead of the group a little bit, but I'll be between Poncho and the group.
I'm reorganizing everyone slightly here. Okie dokie. Oh, I accidentally deleted the guy whose turn it was. So we'll add this dude. I think they were at 20.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the way we've been treating this is we knock 60 feet off of yellow's distance.
Hey!
From the 0 of the group.
None of that shit.
So they are now at 120. Group in the back is now at 180. And does the druid have anything it can do on run? Or that it wants to do on run?
No, Poncho is within 60 feet, if that helps.
What's that?
Poncho is within 60 feet, if that helps.
Good point. Now, I guess it could cast Speak with Animals, but that seems weird.
If only he could speak
It's
with the
gonna
cannibals.
convert Jimmy to the dark side.
Is the druid trying to talk to Pancho?
I was looking at the spells that it has available to it, and Speak with Animals is one of the ones it's got. Oh, my internet slowed down. Come on, baby. You can do this. Can you guys still hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
can.
then it's roll 20 that fucked up. That's a relief. Alright, so the druid out of the yellow group, they're each within 60 feet of Poncho. Yeah, so some stuff is going to happen to Poncho here. First up, Needle Blight, Stick Blight rather, is going to fling needles at Poncho from a distance that makes them have disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is a +3. Yeah, no way in hell.
There's only 2 of them?
Oh, wait, yep, hang on. Oh. Yeah. I guess there's a lot more than that. There's 5 of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that
Oh, that was the
is-
disadvantage, yeah. So miss,
That's- There's 2.
miss,
There's 3,
miss,
4,
miss.
and 5.
That
Uh-oh.
one will hit.
Finally, right? That's going to be 2d6 plus 1 piercing. And that's 8 non-magical piercing damage. Does Poncho
8?
have any kind of resistance? No resistances.
No,
Okay.
no.
He is
So
gonna
eight
shake that off.
damage, you said, correct?
Correct. And I'm going to need Poncho to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be a 13.
Okay. And the DC... Oh, the DC was 12, so he does save.
Fuck.
So he takes half... Okay. He's going to take half damage of...
Fuck, that was a blight spell, wasn't it?
No, that was Thunder Wave.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
nice.
So 8 piercing damage and then 5 thunder damage for 13 total damage.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I believe
yeah.
he can shrug off most of that.
Oh, yeah.
easily.
What does he regenerate? 10?
10. 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
Getting this thing out of the Amber Temple was the best thing we've done so far.
You guys keep bringing an M16 to a knife fight.
and I have no regrets about that either.
All right, I believe that makes it Callow's turn.
How many of the boys are with the druid there?
There are 5 stick blights with that druid.
Oh, I
They are
see.
currently
Yeah.
out to a range of 120 feet, which I guess is in range for you, so I should put some more of these guys out.
I know this is counter to what I've done before, but try not to kill the druid.
These colors are getting ridiculous. Okay.
Aw, but that's like the only thing I can eat here.
So
Alright, well,
I need to know who you've attacked.
first attack misses, and the first attack was going for that one, and the second attack is going for yellow red.
Yellow red. Okay, so that's 7 damage to yellow red.
How many rounds has it been since you cast Bless, Rucker?
I think it's been
Like 3 or
5
4.
rounds.
Like it. Okay.
All right, so we got about 5 rounds left.
And that is too far for Jimmy, so Jimmy's just gonna come back to Callow.
Okay. Jimmy, come back.
Any little wolf will do.
All right, Kalika, what are we doing? Angel, you better not be putting raisins in those fucking cookies.
Is she making cookies?
She is.
Yes,
She
I
better.
am,
You better be putting raisins in those fucking cookies.
I wanted to try and catch up. I'm sorry. I had an instant where I forgot one of the things slipped down the drain. I didn't realize it before I turned the thing on. Sorry.
Fly to Australia and slap you, Nick. Put raisins in the.
I bet you want choc chips in there, don't you, you dirty cunt?
Honestly, if she's making oatmeal cookies, butterscotch chips.
Oh.
That's
All right,
good.
stop. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no. No, they don't have raisins in them, but they're not oatmeal, so it's okay.
Okay, yeah.
They're
Any
M&Ms
cookies
with
raisins.
they're M&Ms with some mint extract and some fresh squeezed orange juice. Like
You've ruined me by adding chocolate. No chocolate.
actually, though, I did make a few that don't have the chocolate in because one of my friends can't eat chocolate. So there are
Right.
some good.
Like, Angel, if you ever enter a situation where you like desperately need to get married to get health insurance, like if you'll cook for me, I'm there for you. Oh my god. Did you hear the cookie she was describing? This is not a sex thing.
It has
This is a fat
it
guy
has chocolate in
hungry
it.
thing.
It has chocolate in it. Chocolate is no good.
Fuck you. Chocolate's
Not all of
amazing.
them have chocolate in it.
All right.
Wait.
back to D&D.
We're fighting the wrong fight here.
Wait. There's health insurance on offer? You know, I make
what?
cookies too.
Right.
I was just gonna say, like, I've gotten your Christmas box before, and out of context, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah,
I've also had Rucka's
that's
Christmas box.
yeah, okay, Rocket, let's make this happen, baby. Okay, anyway, Angel, are you staying at
What are you doing?
0, moving with the rest of the group? Callow, Casimir, and Jimmy. I guess you could also sprint and put yourself in the advanced group now that involves Corfell and Sniverax.
She's gonna go with the advanced group.
All right, so
I'm at least a space behind them, just because I was running from further away.
okay. So that will bring us up to Sniverax.
So we are 90 feet apart. If I race to them, they won't meet me. So I will slow down a little and prepare an attack for the first enemy that reaches. So I'm back to moving at 30 feet. I'm still 30 feet ahead of the group, but I will not be 60 feet ahead.
Right.
And it's just normal. Well, I can toss and smite whenever, but it's just queued up attack. That's all I got.
Okay, Corfell.
Where's Pancho at this point? Is he?
He's 30 feet ahead of you, 60 feet ahead of the group is 0. So he could sprint and get up to 90, or he could just...
But in terms of the yellow group,
they are still 60 feet ahead of him. They are 120 feet from 0. He is 60 feet from 0.
all right. So here's the question: because it's a predetermined trigger, does it technically take his turn to trigger the spell that he's stored, or just the the predetermined instructions.
One moment.
Like, I guess, because it says the Guardian cast the stored spell,
Right.
but does that mean it's taking an action to cast it based on predetermined parameters?
If it doesn't say casts as an action, I would have to assume that it's no specific action.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna think it would be like snapping your fingers. It doesn't really require a full action to do. It just happens.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's what I was looking for. It doesn't say it takes an action, so he can cast Arms of Adar and attack
hectic.
as I read it.
So, well, he's not going to attack because it sounds like he's going to need to use his action to get into the group.
Yep. So he's currently 60 feet away, so he could sprint and crash into them and then unleash. Or he could move 30 and I don't know.
So I know that on the screen they're spread out, but how clustered are they in actuality?
Pretty tightly.
Yeah, okay. So Pancho is just going to barrel into the center of the group. He's also going to regenerate 10 HP. And Arms of Adar is going to go off as soon as he gets into the center of the group.
Okay.
And this will be at level 4 because that's all I can cast. Which is, what is it? So when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot. So it will be 3d6. Where the fuck is the damage on this?
I saw 2d6 necrotic on a failed save.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What's the save? Okay, 14 on a strength.
Yeah, so it's a 14 strength save, and then I'll roll the damage here in a sec.
And we double check. Druid. Okay. Druid will have an unmodified d20 roll. Nope. Yeah. Pure yellow. Yellow red. Yellow green. Hey. Yellow orange. Yellow blue. Okay, so green and blue made the save.
Okay.
21 halved to 11. Okay, so 21 damage to the druid.
Is the druid still standing?
Yes.
Okay, so the druid can also no longer take reactions until its next turn.
Okay. And with 21 being halved to 11 and Stick Blight's having 11 HP,
everybody dead.
Wow, good
And
job.
Pancho's just gonna tower over this druid and get ready to grapple it.
Alrighty.
Unless you're charging, you can also take a shot at it.
No, I had to use double movement to get in amongst it.
No, you, Corfell.
Oh, no, I'm also... Well, I could take a shot at it, but we're still, what, 60 feet, 90 feet away ourselves?
90 feet away from them.
Right. No, I want to keep the druid alive.
Oh, okay.
These ones may not necessarily be beholden to Strahd. It's unlikely, but you never know.
Right, so that means that since I'm doing everybody's movement, the group that is now currently at 120 feet would be at 90 feet from 0, since everybody's lurching 30 feet forward.
Yeah.
Well, is it moving away from Poncho?
No, we were already. So
Right.
it stood presently, we were 90 feet away, but Pancho was 60 feet away. So he closed the
It's
distance.
30 feet from us.
Yeah, so the 0 is being adjusted by 30 feet. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do this, but honestly, I didn't really count on you guys having a running fight. I either figured you for a straight up flee or a stand your ground kind of thing.
No, this worked out better, I think.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
And then the red group at 180 should now be down to 120.
They're hoofing it as well.
Check. Well, they're moving and we're moving. The 90 group is only 90 because we're the only ones moving relative to them.
All right, yeah.
Or it can get fisted by Poncho. Whatever the druid want.
And this half-dead druid at yellow. You said it can't take reactions, right?
Correct.
Okay. It is going to pull out its simple, plain wooden staff and just try to hit Poncho with it. It's honestly
Seems
probably
like
the
a good
saddest,
idea.
most pathetic thing you've ever seen. I mean, it could be worse. I guess it could try speak with animals. Yeah.
Oh no.
Plank.
Pancho just continues to stare.
Okay. Yeah, that's the whole turn. So we are now to Callow.
He's just gonna catch up with the group. Wait, actually, no. We have the stuff to the right. What are those things? Those are not the same, right?
You could stay. What's the longbow's effective range? Like, I think you might be able
120.
to. Yeah, dude, you could stay with the 0 group with Jimmy and Casimir and take a shot at. Well, yeah, you have a non-disadvantaged shot against anything.
There's only 2 enemies there?
Double checking the notes. So yeah, the druid is all that's left of the yellow group, and the red group coming up behind is a druid and 2 of a type of blight you have not seen before, but you are assuming are vine blights, the bigger version of the. Okay, this is
Branch
the.
Blade got it.
Vine blight is the Blastoise to the twig blight's Squirtle.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it.
Which
At
is
red. The red.
at red. Okay. So red.
Oh, he only has 2 vine blights with him? Or
Yep.
with her? Okay.
12 is enough to hit. So that'll be 17 total damage to red. And he's fine.
I keep forgetting about the D4.
That will make it Kalika's turn.
All right. Is the distance between me and that one about 30 feet?
The distance is still 60 feet. You're at the 30 from 0 group. She's at 90 from 0. It's like you could use a dash action to get there, but then you couldn't attack.
I'm just gonna go ahead and step in line with the others and continue moving with them.
You're still at 30 from 0.
Okay. That'll bring us to Sniverax. Raka.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to advance normally. Well, I mean, Poncho probably has this cleared up, and we might as well take on red eventually. Give me a second.
You're going to go to a 60, huh?
Yeah, I think I should stall one more turn. So just stay at normal speed, stay in the 30 bracket.
Okay.
We're all just gonna move up in the line, just coming to come beat you.
It's this terrible conga line of abuse. Right, Corthel.
Pancho's going to grapple Yellow Druid.
Okay. Well, let's have him make an.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a 5, for what it's worth.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. I'm going to double check the druid doesn't have anything special strength related here.
It could also be a 1. They can just hug it out. Oh.
Before coming out to fight you, the druid covered themselves in grease, and they easily slip out of Poncho's grasp.
Yep.
Poncho's hands are now gross.
He does have 2 attacks, right?
Only if he takes the multi-attack action,
okay.
but yeah. Corfel's also going to heal up another 10 HP, which will put him back at max. I look at the yellow druid and I say, "Stay down and you won't get hurt anymore." And then I cast a double Eldritch Blast at red Vine Blight.
Okay. Pure red.
Yeah. I think that's both going to hit. So 8 damage total.
I'm going to be honest. Like, it has 9 HP, but I feel bad for that damage roll, so I'm going to go ahead and kill it.
It's 4.5.
Yeah. It's like 4.3. Like, when you add them together and you round everything, it's just good enough. All right, is that everything you had?
Casimir is going to firebolt the red-blue.
Okay.
That'll be a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Firebolt now is... Where did it go? Uh, 2d10. Jesus.
It takes 8 damage.
So these aren't vulnerable to fire.
Nope, neither were the needle blights.
Just the twiggies.
Yeah, the little guys. Little dried out tumbleweeds. Okay. I'm trying to think what these druids would do if they ran up and saw this gigantic fucking robot fighting them.
Not run up to it. Maybe just, cut their losses. Druid somewhere else. But hey, maybe they really like grapes. Everybody likes grapes.
I mean, yeah.
the druid's
All right.
turn right now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wait, before because I need to step away for a VIP again. Sorry, my body is very weird right now. This is what I'm going to do on my turn unless something weird happens. Those are 2 attacks aimed at red and blue. But
Okay.
that's for when my turn happens.
Fair
I'll
enough.
run to the bathroom. I will be listening though, but you won't be able to hear me.
We hope we can't hear you.
Yeah, these poor druids, they just do not have a lot that they can really do. The one that tried and failed to really harm Poncho before, you see them like whisper something to their stick, and you see it glow with an energy that you would recognize as a shillelagh.
Oh shit!
And then it tries again to hit Poncho. This time it will be a
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh,
okay. So it will do 7 bludgeoning damage to Poncho. And as far as movement, the red druid and the vine blight are going to stop at what would now be considered 90. They're going to move their 30 feet in towards Poncho. So at this point, they've just slowed from a sprint to a regular walk, and they are ready for a fight.
so did they actually move 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so it will be a 60 distance from us once all our movement is taken into account still. If they're moving 30 towards
Yes.
us, we're moving 30 towards them.
Okay. Yeah, this has been weird.
Yeah.
we made it work. It's okay.
Now, if I ever have to do this again, I'm coming up with a system ahead of time that will be much easier to keep track of.
Actually, that puts them in range of Poncho, so if they want to stay out of range of Poncho, they would have to just stop.
Well, if they can walk up to Poncho and swing, they're going to do it. The second druid will take... Here, I'm going to move them there. So the druid marked red will also take a swing at Poncho with a shillelagh quarterstaff.
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning damage that time.
Not that.
It's all right.
All right. Interesting. Okay. The Vine Blight is going to attack Poncho in a strange way. Okay. It's I guess it would look kind of like Vine Whip, since we're doing sort of a Pokemon analogy for these things today. It's like reaches out and smacks him with a bunch of vines that then wrap around his arms and legs. It is attempting to grapple him. It is going to do some damage. 2d6 plus 2. That's 8 bludgeoning damage now against Poncho. He's taken some fucking hits so far this turn. And I need him to make a... he is grappled.
Oh, no save.
No, there is an escape DC of 12 until he breaks it.
Right.
I think he gets to attempt on this turn to break it.
Oh, really? Nope.
Well, okay. So no, he is grappled. That's Poncho's thing now. He is grappled. All right. And Callow was attacking
Red-blue.
Red-blue. Does 15 total damage. Red-blue is still standing.
That will make it Kalika's turn. And Kalika, all of the bad guys are now about 30 feet in front of you, so you can do normal movement speed to run up and punch their faces in.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and run up and try and slap a little log blight.
Yeah, he did.
Nice. Extra attack can be used on a different target, right?
Yes.
Right, then I'm gonna attack Red Boy.
Druid. Yep. Okay, that's 10 damage to the red one. Sniverax.
Moving up.
Well, moving on up.
And she's going to try to do a non-lethal swing at Red. But she's definitely trying to knock him down.
Okay.
And I'm going to toss in a smite. A diet smite. Oh, it's rolled well anyway.
Diet smite my ass.
Is it alive still? Well, is it standing?
So, what does a non-lethal hit look like to Sniverax? Where are you aiming this hit?
Shoulder, I think, is the safest.
Okay. You take this big swing at its shoulder, and you hear this loud crack, and the druid's arm goes completely limp, and they just fall to the dirt and curl up into a ball, and like their mouth moves like they're trying to scream, but no sound comes out.
Perfect. I have a second attack, so I'm going to take a...
Well, so yeah, with the damage you're putting out, yeah, yellow, like, yeah, you hit him with more the hilt than the blade, and just there's that Hollywood thunk sound when you hit them kind of on the neck more than the back of the head, and they just collapse. So, yeah, they are both... Yellow is completely unconscious. Red is in too much pain to do anything right now.
Got him, Corfel!
Very good. Very good.
And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just kill the initiative order, because everybody dead. Or down.
Yeah. At least outside. They're still inside. We haven't even made it to the place we were supposed to go.
Pancho's going to pick up both of the druids. Let's head to the manor. Let's get in out of this shit just in case there's more around.
Not a bad idea. Do you think there's more of them in the winery? We seem to kill a lot.
You never know.
If it turns out they're not good for anything, can I eat them?
Corfield just shrugs.
We still do have the goat steaks.
Yeah, but why waste them when you have good meat right here?
It spoils eventually.
Yeah, so does this meat. And I'm pretty sure those ones, and she just gestures to the entire group of the more humanoid members of the party, would feel a lot less weird about eating that than eating this, So if I eat this, then nothing is wasted.
Sniverax is considering this wisdom. You know what? She doesn't know enough about Druid beliefs to know if this is wrong. For all she knows, this is the natural way to go.
I mean, arguably, being eaten by an animal is
Right? You're just re-entering the life cycle.
Reskinned Ember Temple.
So I have dropped you off. I believe you guys should be able to see this now. At the manor.
Yep.
I've chosen to use this. There are a couple of entrances on the ground floor. I've placed you closest to this one just because it makes the most sense with this, the way the map is laid out. There's an upper floor and a lower floor, which is not a spoiler because you guys have already had this described to you. So, like, don't wander too much because you might accidentally, like, break the game and end up on the wrong floor and see stuff you're not supposed to.
Yep.
I'd still like, while we're interviewing our new druid friends, I would like to send Quasit just to poke around upper story windows, see if it can report back anybody in there, when it's done. So it just gets to wander at its pace.
I'm sorry, you said that Quasit was looking in the upper reaches?
Yes, but second floor areas. With an emphasis on being kind of stealthy, like don't just dance in the window. Like I don't think anybody can connect, oh yeah, there's obviously adventures outside because there's this weird little demon thing dancing naked in the window. But still. For its safety.
There is not a lot of activity. It seems like the ruckus you guys made running in has drawn out most of the inhabitants here.
Ah.
There is still a figure moving around upstairs. Other than humanoid, Quasit can't really get a good look.
Good to know. Sniv will report that back if everybody doesn't understand Quasit's quasiting. In fact, I don't know how anybody does, but we'll look past that.
I mean, how does anyone understand anything?
I don't know.
All words are made up, man. I'm going through very quickly. I'm deleting so many things that you guys don't even see just because like there were monsters that were supposed to be found in here, but they came out to fight you instead. Like that first round, those 24 twig blights, you were supposed to encounter all of them at once at melee range.
Wow.
So why did you bring them out? We were still moving towards the manor.
Because we would have fireballed them all right there and then.
No, the note was if you, depending on how you tried to deal with that gauntlet outside, like if it was if you just ran for the winery, nothing was supposed to come out after you. Like it all stayed where it was. You would get inside and find a fight. But as you turned it into a running fight or even a stand and fight, the magic comes out to you.
Gotcha.
They played themselves because they got fucked.
Yeah, no joke. There was one spot that's like 10 feet by 10 feet that all 24 twig blights were supposed to pop out of. Like
10 feet by 10 feet?
Yeah.
That's a good fireball.
But it's inside. You're not supposed to.
Okay, that's a good blizzard. You didn't
I
specifically
mean, it
say
could be a
don't have
fireball anyways. They asked us not to.
Right.
It didn't mean we couldn't.
We just have to follow it up by cleaning up our mess.
Okay.
Okay, so a reminder, we're a little more than 20 minutes from the end. Do you guys want to go inside this tiny little dungeon? And like we won't be able to complete it, most likely.
Maybe we could try interrogating the druids first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I
ready
think that's
for
a
this.
better use of the time, and then we can break for the session for next week to start exploring.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely won't need a whole 3 hours to get through that thing unless you, I don't know, want to talk to weird stuff again.
I'm gonna just rock up on...
We're gonna talk to weird stuff.
I'm gonna rock up on the red druid and just fucking slap. Where is he?
Who are we even looking for? Oh, the Wizard
The
of
Wizard
Wine?
of Wine, my dude.
Okay.
But I saw an
Okay.
opportunity to
So-
Batman the shit out of him.
So from Red Guy's perspective, that like they've got a broken arm, they're in so much pain they can barely function. You've slapped them back to consciousness and just screamed, "Where is he?" Right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the druid will like gasp for a moment, give him a nice generic voice. Let me find a location here. Because I can't remember what this place was called. So he gasped. The last I saw, he was at Mount Baratok in the woods. I don't know what he's doing. I think he lives there now. He's got this spell. He calls it his mansion. I didn't try to follow him. Man, he's a goddamn wizard. I didn't want to fight a wizard on his territory, even though we were in the woods. I'm a little scared of him. Okay, they call him the Mad Mage. You don't just get nicknamed that. Oh. And then he passes out again.
That's what you wanting from him? I thought we were after seeds.
What?
Well, we were sent here to clean out the druids, and there were some seeds stolen. Some magic-y thing that the people wanted back, or am I remembering?
Did I
this wrong?
fucking miss something?
No,
No, that's Yes the Hill.
you-
We're at the winery.
This was our side objective for the winery. It's a secondary objective. You might have missed this, but like when we were told to clear this place out, we were also told that the druids themselves within the place had stolen like seeds or something, and we were supposed to get them back or try to get them back. As like a side
When did I miss that?
It was the
when we were
last thing
talking
we
to
asked.
the 9 hooded people.
Oh, yeah, I must have missed that completely. I don't know how. I was here.
So what was asking where is he in relation to? Was it just the reference, or did you have a plan in mind?
No, that was just I saw an opportunity to be funny.
Oh, okay. And we happened to get
And we happened to get actual information, yeah.
Wait, but Wizard of Wines is the name of the winery, so who's the wizard in the mountains?
The Mad Mage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought they were one and the same previously as well, but D last week corrected me on that. So just to
Mad
recap,
Mage.
the group of hooded figures, were they the winery staff essentially?
Yeah, the guy that you spoke to,
Davinian or whatever his name was.
Davian.
Davian, yeah.
Davian, Davian.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the one who spoke. He said he was the owner of the Wizard of Wines, and the people behind him he didn't really talk about. It was implicated that they were not implicated. It was implied that they were staff and or family.
I feel like I should have insight checked a lot of them. I missed an opportunity.
Did. Well, I think we have more questions for this guy, like how many more are there, and like where are the seats. So I'm gonna gently wake him with a bonk.
Bonk damage, love it. Is this red again?
The one that just passed out.
Okay, so
Yep.
yeah, red.
0 bonk.
No horny jail for you.
What? Huh?
We have more questions. You stay awake.
He blinks, like, does that really hard blink, like you've been woken up out of a deep sleep and you're trying to, like, who am I? Where is this? What is life kind of situation?
I can fucking relate, dude.
Yeah. But eventually the red druid's eyes do focus on you, Sniverax, and yeah, what? Huh?
Okay. So we heard from the owners of this place that you took some seeds. Do you know where those are?
Seeds. Oh.
This would be an excellent place for a D's Nuts reference.
I hope his concussion stops him from that. If it's not that one, it'll be the next.
Do you mean the magic gems? The ones that look like pine cones? Like his eyes are kind of crossed, but he's still trying to focus on you.
Let's just say yes. Whatever you stole from here, do you still have it here? Or is it taken away?
No, so we came here for 3 gems. We took one back. Like the whole time he's talking, like one eye is kind of focused on you, the other one has just started looking off into the middle distance. Like this guy is deeply concussed.
So I shouldn't slap him again.
We took one back to the Grove, the Yesterhill. We sent one to Baba Lysiga, and we haven't found the third one yet.
Baba Lysica? Who?
Yeah, in Berez.
In Perez. Is that
Yeah. Yeah. If Baba Lysiga wants to get her beak wet, you gotta let her. She will fuck you up, man.
Can we get a spelling of that name when you have a chance, please?
Yeah.
All right. And now,
Oh, damn it. I spelled it wrong.
I can at least fix your broken bones, make this a little less painful before we figure out what to do with you. If you tell us who else is here.
Okay.
You should totally join our party.
You got to offer sex first, otherwise it doesn't work. We've learned this.
Is he into robots?
We can make this work out.
I'm not trying it. He's much too weak.
There was a guy upstairs. His name, I think he's my cousin. I don't remember his name. I don't. He had a big black stick. Is his name Black Stick? Black Stick is upstairs, and then Horsey and Horsey are in the barn.
Horsey and Horsey, actual horses.
Yeah, great dudes.
All right. This has been very good stuff. Now, as I promised, she will lay on hands with just the 5 pool, mostly focusing on resetting the bone and like clearing up his concussion a little bit, like not bringing it up to be hostile, but like numb the pain.
All right, so mechanics was how many HP are we healing for?
It's 5 health.
Okay, so
you saw how easily we wiped you all out, and that at least one of your kin is still alive. Can you convince your cousin to just hand over whatever they stole and leave? I mean, we could just wipe you out right here and now, but I feel like I should give you the option.
the druid kind of looks at each of you in turn while sort of rotating their previously destroyed shoulder. And you can see him kind of cross and uncross his eyes as his vision is refocusing. Look,
We're looking.
it's everything. You may have heard of him. Strahd von Zarovich?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am not prepared to oppose that guy directly. Like, I'll walk away. You won't see me again. Like, if we run into one another, I'm happy to turn around and walk the other way. I can go pacifist where it comes to you guys, but
Are you of the Yesterhill Druids?
I am.
And you say you're not in league with Strahd?
Oh, I'm 100% in league with him. Just if it'll get me out of here alive, I won't fight you anymore, ever.
Wasn't he just saying, though,
learned
that
my
he
lesson.
wouldn't go head-to-head with Strahd?
No, he's saying he doesn't want to fight Strahd. He doesn't want to oppose Strahd in any way.
Well,
But
here's
then...
the deal.
Sorry, you
Oh.
go, Rucker.
Okay. All you need to do is you don't need to cross Strahd directly. You just need to be under his radar for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however long it takes us to clean this all up. And all you need to do is not be a part of any of his plans. Just stall. Stay out of the way, and you won't need to worry about him.
For my part, I'm
Seems
just
to
trying to
think about
understand from what he says as to whether they're like implicitly with Strahd or whether they just try to stay on the outskirts and stay out of the whole thing.
The druid that you summarily executed last week intimated that the druids of Yesterhill worship Strahd. something to the effect of the Lord of the Land, the Master of the Weather.
Yep. Oh, so that particular druid wasn't just insane and running around the wilds because he was a Strahdonite. It just seems to be all of them.
He was just some dude from Yesterhill out for a fucking walk.
Well, just to be clear, we do plan on destroying the devil, if you catch my drift. If that puts us at odds, well, what happens must happen.
The druid kind of cocks its head to one side, and then slowly, like they're still kind of sore, they look around. So, yeah, I think I can disappear for a couple weeks. And when I come back, if you guys have won, cool. If not, I was almost killed fighting you, and I fled to preserve my own life, and I'm so glad you're dead. Like, are we okay with that kind of an arrangement?
Understandable.
I need more information first. But my
We're
friend here will
basically
continue
telling this
talking to
druid,
you.
you guys are cool, don't come to school tomorrow.
Very much so, yes.
But there's a problem, Rucker.
Yeah?
Yesterhill has something we want.
It does, and I think we're gonna need to make it clear, like, he has to fuck off, but like Yesterhill may be in the way, and like he may have to even fuck off from there for a while. Like, just don't be around. I do plan on, like, in Sniv's view, druids, like, they're not necessarily aligned with their deity, but, you know, the land needs tending. So having some druids left over once all this mess is done, in her eyes, good thing.
For sure. But we still need what's in Yesterhill.
Absolutely. And there's no need to lie to this guy. Like, we can tell him whatever the fuck we want, and, like, he can just say, no, I'm not cool with that. I guess we just have to execute me, and then we just execute him. But he seems to get where this is going.
Was it a staff or a sword? I can't remember. Let me check my notes.
Was
The big
what?
black staff.
Oh yeah, he said a big black stick.
No, at Yesterhill, the item we were told would potentially help us.
I do think somebody mentioned a Golthias staff in a previous session.
I don't think
Sniverax was asking about special wood, and he was also
Right.
told about the Golthias tree,
Right.
which he thought maybe wood from that might be fashioned into a magical toy sword.
Yeah, because I've got a note that says weapon hidden amongst the druids.
Yeah. You know, maybe we can talk some of the druids out of this Strahd shit. Or to just, you know, stay neutral for a bit. Maybe this guy can help.
That's what I'm saying, make him join the party.
I mean, not even join the party. Like, it's probably bad for their health to openly oppose Strahd, but, like, if Strahd's relying on them and giving them orders to do things, and they're just saying, yeah, we'll definitely do that, and just slow roll everything, like, I'd say that's more effective than them, like, raising an army and going against them. Strahd would slaughter them.
That's a fair point.
War
We have 3
rulers are the
minutes,
best
by the way.
sabotage.
Just spread incompetence amongst his.
Right?
Yeah.
No,
Start talking about a union. That's what
what
they
we need to do is convince them that that they'd be more effective at serving Strahd if they turned everything into a bureaucracy. That would cripple him.
Oh my god, that's too much. That's going too far.
A monarchy with a bureaucracy. Ugh.
I really
Next
think
thing you know,
should just
Barovia is going to
unionize.
have their own Brexit.
I mean, didn't they already kind of have that?
Yeah, but from reality.
Again, They already kind of have that.
Look, I don't know what you guys were like. You're thinking of me being your figurative mole. I was thinking more about being a literal mole and just eating grubs for a couple weeks.
That's fine. We just want any information you have.
Yes. And honestly, any other druids who you know are okay with the devil being gone, if you can also get them to stay away for a while, they will be safe. Once this is all over, the land will need tending, and I'd rather not wipe out all druids.
Mm.
Really, I'm trying to get as many as I can here.
Okay. Okay. So I guess I wasn't really like in charge. It's like I don't know everything, but I can tell you two things that might be helpful. First is a lot of the scarecrows aren't just scarecrows. They're like magic and they could like fight. And they're probably not on, your side. So scarecrow's bad. Bullet point there. And we were here to help with some sort of ritual. I don't know the details, but the end result was supposed to be a big old tree blight. Like here, wrecking shit. I don't know if the ritual was to summon it from somewhere else or to make it, but tree blight.
That's a little worrying. Definitely something we should stop.
So, can I start eating grubs now?
Sure, unless you think you can convince your cousin to stop this ritual and just stay underground for a few weeks.
Honestly, fuck that guy.
Fair enough. Also, I don't think any of us will, but I think you mean the metaphorical one. Yes.
You guys are going to be late if you haven't already logged into WoW.
Amen.
Okay.
The druid does not respond. He just kind of squints at you, and poof, there's suddenly a mole on the ground, and the druid is gone, and the mole is digging into the dirt.
Oh shit, wild shaped out of here.
Didn't even worry about his unconscious friend.
Apparently, fuck that guy too.
All right.
Pancho
Well, that
punches
seems,
him.
Okay.
No. Not this
I gotta
time.
say, running combat, that must have been a nightmare to figure out, but it
was fucking fun, yo.
It seriously was.
I didn't even plan
It's
it. I had
so
to figure
rare.
it out on the goddamn fly.
That's what DMing is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Next time we do combat on horseback, right?
We
Got the system.
Yeah.
Next time, a Tarask shows up. Sorry, guys.
And then we write it, right?
I fucking hate you, Prateen. I fucking hate you.
Hey, do you want to join our party?
Yeah. We have an animated stone golem. I'd ask a Trask to get in on this, dude. I could talk to it.
Yeah. Call it Jimmy.
Drop the straddle the fucking terrace.
Alright. I didn't get anything to eat before, so now I'm going to go and find something to eat. Thank you for today.
Enjoy.
It was a blast, guys. I'll catch up with you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.